All right, we're to our last part, and this one is the most tricky, um, the barrel. And so we're going to kind of break this down, and we're going to use the revolve boss base to create this thing. And the reason I'm doing that is I think it's an easier draw if we do it with the revolve boss base. And I have to admit, there is a measurement um, on this piece that I'm not quite sure what it is. Um, so I'll show you when we get to it. It's right on the tip of the cannon. It's a 4 millimeter, and because of the clarity of the measurements and the pictures that I have, I'm really not sure, and I can't figure out what the 4 millimeters are. So we're going to draw it without that 4 millimeters. Hopefully everything turns out. So we're going to start a new part, immediately turn our units to millimeters, and this is a pretty involved sketch, so we're going to do a revolved boss base on the front plane, and we're going to start off with a center line. And I'm going to go from the origin straight to the right, and we're going to make this thing, let's see, the total length is 1390 plus 40. So I'm going to go out 1390. So let me go, there's 400, so 1390-ish. That's 96, close enough. Okay, so that, and then I'm going to hit escape. That is um, that's pretty much the length of the cannon barrel. And let's see, now I'm just going to use a line, and I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go up about 80. I'm going to go over, let's see, 25, 50. Actually, I think I know what the 4 is. We're supposed to go over 50 for the round over um, for this thing, but it says 4. I think it's going to be 54. Oh, whoops, let me get another line. So I'm going to go from here over 54 down 25. I'm going to go up at an angle now, and I want to go up at an angle about 500, and the height that I'm going off of this um, is not a whole lot higher than the original part here. I think it is about, oh, escape again. Let me get back into another line. So I'm going to go out about 500, and just I'm kind of going up so that I'm at like double the height that I went from here. So okay, so from here I'm going to go straight across 200, and then I'm going to go down 25. I'm going to go over 80, up 25, over 50, down 25, over 200, up 25, over 50, down 25, down at an angle about 150. And then I'm just going to go straight over until I'm over somewhere near the end point, and then hit escape. Somewhere over, somewhere near the end point of this line. Then I'm going to take a circle, and I'm going to start my circle at the origin. And the size of the circle is about let's see, an 80 radius. So let me get a circle. I'm just going to go up. Well, for now, I just wanted to. We're going to trim most of that off later. Okay, so here's what we've got. Now let's start dimensioning this thing. So dimensioning, I'm going up. I have to go up 80. This one here is 80. What I did was I took from here to here is supposed to be. It says on the drawing it's supposed to be 110, and then there's a 25 radius, a fillet here that's a 25 radius. Um, so the diameter here is 110. That means 55 to here. 55 plus 25 is 80. So that's how I got the 80 here. So 80 here. Then we've got 50 here. Actually, I take that back. It's supposed to be 54. I think this is where that 4. 54. And going back down 25. And then from the end wall here to this point right here, this horizontal measurement should be 550. The height from the point here, center line, this should be 125. The length of this one, the length of this should be 200. Depth is 25. The length of this one is 80. Depth of this one is 25. Length of this one is 50. Huh. All right, smart dimension. I just hit escape to start this again. 50. Another 25. This one's 200. Again, 25. Again, 50. Again, 25. And then from here to this point, 150. Size of this should be a diameter of 160. And I am going to draw. Okay, so I think I have everything that I need here. I think I've got everything that I need. We're just going to come here and we're going to fix this up a little bit. So I'm done with the dimension. I'm going to draw another center line just from the center here out to the edge here, and then escape. I'm going to use the trim command, and I'm going to get rid of this bottom half, this, and this. So it comes across, and then it's this half circle. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to put in a bunch of fillets. There are a bunch of fillets that need to be put in. Now I'm not sure, because the height here is 25, I'm not sure it's going to allow us to put in a 25 radius fillet. Let's see. I hope it does. Fillet. Oops. So the 25 and this corner and this corner. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Because it's the exact same measurement, in reality, we could do it, but this isn't going to let us do it because it's the exact measurement. So I'm going to cancel this, and here's what I'm going to do. Instead of it being a 25, it's supposed to be a 25 radius fillet here and here, and over here, let's see. Around this one's 25, and around the other one's 25. So these are supposed to be roundovers at 25, so a 50. So that's not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this measurement from 25. I'm going to go fillet. I'm going to set it at 24.99. Let's see if that will. How about just 24.9? All right. Okay, so that's going to be fairly close. We'll say that it's close enough. And where else do we have? There is a little dip in this, but it doesn't give us a dimension to tell us what that dip is. So we're not going to put that dip in because they don't tell us anything about it. Hold on. There is a measurement from here. Oh, shoot. I'm going to delete this one now. I didn't mean to put that in. I forgot I was still in the fillet command. I'm done with the fillets, by the way. So I'm done with that. Make sure it looks all right. That looks fine. I think that's what that 4 was that I couldn't figure out. I think that's the measurement right there, 4. There is a chamfer, a 10 by 45 chamfer on this edge right here. So we're done with that. Let's go back into this chamfer. We're going to say it's 10, and we're going here. That's going to be a 10 by 10. That's good. And let's see what else. Oh, I forgot to dimension this. The distance from here to here. This is supposed to be, it's supposed to be 70. There we go. Notice how it adjusted everything for us. I think that's it. I think that's everything. It says it's underdefined, but I'm not sure what I'm missing. So we're going to give this a try. So I'm going to exit the sketch. Would you like the sketch to be automatically closed? Yes. And our axis of revolution, if I highlight this, I'm going to click on this bottom line, and it should spin everything around it 360 degrees, and done. All right, so that's not terrible. And then we do have a hole that's going to go right through this section right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the front plane. Now notice the front plane runs right through the middle, right? Goes right through the middle here. So we're going to go front plane, normal 2. So when we draw this, we're going to be drawing it right in the middle of our barrel. And that means we're going to have to extrude it both towards us and away from us. So watch how this works. We're going to go extrude cut with a circle. I'm going to put it even right with the center here, right straight across. And I'm going to go right in here like that. Now this is supposed to be a diameter of 95. Okay, let's dimension this thing. It's supposed to be a diameter of 95. And it's supposed to be 645 millimeters from the end. So from the end here to the center point here, pretty close. It should be 645. Okay. I think that's good. Check mark. Exit the sketch. And now it wants to know which direction we want to go. It's pointing this way. So what we're going to, instead of going blind, we're going to go, I think it's mid-plane. No, we're going to go through all both. So that's going to send us in both directions. Okay, so we're going through all both, check mark, and yeah, that gives us a hole going both directions through the whole thing. Good. Now we've got a hole in the barrel. We also have to put in here. Let's go normal to the end of the barrel. It looks like the size of, I gotta take a look at my sheet of paper here. It's so small. It looks like a 95. Oh, I take that back. A 64 diameter that goes in 391. So 64 diameter that goes in 391. Okay, so let's get our cut extrude with a circle at the origin. dimension this thing. And we said it was a 64 diameter. Exit. And the depth is going to be 391. So you can see that that hole goes in there. And then why they have a 9 millimeter hole that goes in another, no, sorry, a 32 millimeter hole that goes in another 93, I have no idea. So on this back side, on the inside back wall, we're going to do the same thing. Extruded cut with a circle from here. It's a smart dimension of a 32 diameter. Exit, and it's going to go in, what did I say? 93. So this one right here is going to be 93. You can see that goes even farther, deeper in. Why they did that, I have no idea. But there is a, let me see. I think there's supposed to be a chamfer here. And it looks like, okay, so 95 minus 64 is 31. Half of that is 50. So we're going to say a 15. So on this, there should be a chamfer, a 45-degree chamfer. So let's go chamfer. And it's supposed to be 15 on this barrel edge right here. Okay. Okay. So I got that 15 from taking. There's a 95 right at the on the outside edge. There's a 95 dimension, which is from should be from here to here. And I took the inside dimension, which was 64. I took 95 minus 64 is 31, and then divided that by 2 to get the size of this here. So that would be 15.5. So I just made it at 15 is the size of the chamfer. Okay, so let's save that and we'll add it to our collection and we'll put the whole thing together.